The complexities of stakeholder engagement in any program can be daunting. Here, we focus on role-based stakeholders. These are individuals whose involvement in your program is determined by their specific roles. Take, for example, our consultation with sponsors at a prominent insurance firm. When we inquired about their responsibilities within the program, many struggled to articulate their role. Some even candidly admitted to being uncertain about their responsibilities. A recurring challenge with role-based stakeholders is that they are unsure about their duties. Let's look at more potential pitfalls. Some stakeholders might not grasp their responsibilities. Like the experience of a senior project manager at a retail firm who found that the business users she was working with were novices to project involvement. Their lack of understanding led to frustration and misunderstandings between them and the project manager. If stakeholders are unfamiliar with working in programs, it may be necessary to offer training or coaching to foster understanding and alignment. If you have multiple decision makers in your program, it is very important to clarify who can make what decision about what. In this environment, it really is worth getting out your racy tools. A large packaged goods company had been taken over by PepsiCo. As a result of the acquisition, a digital transformation program touching every part of the business was instigated. The program was a success. Partly this could be traced to the time and effort applied to the governance at the front end of the program. Who could make what decisions was hammered out right from the start. As the program manager commented, it was not easy with two companies' senior management involved, but it was essential. In programs like this, you cannot let ambiguity continue. You have to address it. I think we have all come across this at some point. A senior manager gets assigned to the program board. They did not volunteer for the role. Maybe they do not even want to do it. Maybe they don't have the power to get things done with respect to the program. Maybe they keep having to go back to someone else. Now we have a governance issue. Something that will have to be resolved in the program, and soon. This is quite a tricky one. They have the power but not the role. This is where somebody is exhibiting influence over the program, even though they don't have a role with respect to the program. This happened on a program to roll out new printer policies across an organization. It was a business program, but the IT director suddenly decided that he would really like to make sure that everything was cross-charged to other departments. He started to try to influence how the program was conducted. He had the power to do this because he was the IT director, but he did not have a legitimate role and was not part of the program board. While he could contribute views, it wasn't his role to make program direction decisions, certainly not in isolation. This caused a lot of problems in the way that the program went forward. There was rejection by the other business stakeholders who really could not understand why the program was taking a direction they did not want. Who are the legitimate governance stakeholders with respect to your program is a very important question to be clear on. Finally, sometimes stakeholders can have a role, but in the meantime, in the background, they have a personal agenda. This agenda may not be shared with the board. It is a covert agenda. You may recognize this when a certain individual starts to take the program in a direction that does not appear to be in line with the stated outcomes of the program, or in line with the wants of the other stakeholders. Now is the time to revisit the program governance and to involve the program board in exposing and dealing with the undeclared agenda. These are the 5 big role-based dilemmas. Consider them in the context of your program, and once you have diagnosed them, you can start to focus on the actions you might need to take.